You're eating foods every single day that could be quietly protecting you from cancer, or you're missing out on nature's most powerful defense system. Today, I'm breaking down the top 5 foods that science has proven can help prevent cancer. And number 1 is something you probably have in your kitchen right now but aren't eating nearly enough of. Coming in at number 5, berries. But here's what most people don't know. It's not just about antioxidants. Berries contain a compound called ellagic acid that actually tells damaged cells to self-destruct before they can become cancerous. This process is called apoptosis, and it's your body's natural cancer prevention system. Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are loaded with anthocyanins. These are the pigments that give them their deep colors. Studies show people who eat berries regularly have up to a 25% lower risk of certain cancers, especially colon and esophageal cancer. The best part? You only need about half a cup per day. Throw them in your morning smoothie, top your oatmeal, or just eat them as a snack. Frozen berries work just as well as fresh ones, and they're cheaper. Number 4, cruciferous vegetables. And yes, that's broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. Here's where it gets fascinating. When you chop or chew these vegetables, they release a compound called sulforaphane. This isn't just an antioxidant. It literally changes how your genes express themselves, turning on tumor-suppressing genes and turning off cancer-promoting ones. Harvard researchers followed 130,000 people for decades and found that those eating cruciferous vegetables regularly had significantly lower rates of breast, prostate, and lung cancer. We're talking about a 20 to 30% reduction in risk. But here's the trick most people miss. You need to eat them slightly raw or lightly steamed. Overcooking destroys up to 90% of the sulforaphane. So that mushy, overcooked broccoli from your childhood? Pretty much useless. Aim for 3 to 5 servings per week. Add them to salads, stir-fries, or roast them with olive oil and garlic. Number 3, garlic and onions. These aren't just flavor enhancers. They're cancer-fighting powerhouses. Garlic contains allicin, which forms when you crush or chop it. This compound has been shown to slow or stop the growth of cancer cells in the stomach, colon, and skin. But here's the secret. After you chop or crush garlic, you need to let it sit for 10 minutes before cooking. This allows the allicin to fully form. Most people skip this step and lose 90% of the benefits. Studies from China found that people who ate garlic and onions regularly had a 33% lower risk of stomach cancer and a 26% lower risk of colorectal cancer compared to those who rarely ate them. Add raw garlic to salad dressings, hummus, or guacamole. When cooking, add it near the end to preserve more of those protective compounds. Aim for 2 to 3 cloves of garlic per day. Yes, your breath might suffer, but your cells will thank you. Number 2, tomatoes. Specifically, we're talking about lycopene, the compound that makes tomatoes red. And here's what makes tomatoes unique. They're actually more nutritious when cooked. Lycopene is fat-soluble, which means your body absorbs it better when tomatoes are cooked with a little bit of healthy fat like olive oil. This is why tomato sauce is one of the best cancer-preventing foods you can eat. Research shows lycopene is particularly effective against prostate cancer. Men with the highest lycopene intake have up to a 20% lower risk. It also shows promise against breast, lung, and stomach cancers. The key is consistency. Studies show you need about 10 servings per week to see real benefits. That's easier than it sounds. Marinara sauce, salsa, tomato soup, even ketchup counts, though go for the low-sugar versions. And the number 1 food that helps prevent cancer is green tea. This is the heavyweight champion of cancer prevention, and the science behind it is incredible. Green tea contains EGCG, a catechin that's one of the most powerful natural compounds ever studied for cancer prevention. EGCG doesn't just fight cancer cells, it starves them. It cuts off the blood supply that tumors need to grow, a process called anti-angiogenesis. Japanese studies following thousands of people found that those drinking 3 to 5 cups of green tea daily had up to a 42% lower risk of breast cancer and a 48% lower risk of prostate cancer. Here's how to maximize it. Brew your tea for at least 3 to 5 minutes to extract the EGCG. Drink it within an hour of brewing and add a squeeze of lemon. Vitamin C increases absorption by up to 13 times. These 5 foods aren't magic bullets. But when you eat them consistently, you're giving your body the tools it needs to fight cancer at the cellular level. Start with just 1 or 2 and build from there. Your future self will thank you.